rise from your grave.
Let's go ahead and do this. So we're going to start a brand new character. Yeah, I know it's set to default. So we're gonna go brand new character. Oh, before I forget, because I forgot to do this fucking last time, I'm gonna switch over to the other view. There we go. So if you haven't played Hogwarts Legacy yet, it's pretty good. I do recommend getting it. So this opening bit right here is just like, hey, you've been accepted, yada yada. Then since you're under 17, you have to have like somebody to take you in, and there's no backstory about you like training with magic. It just kind of jumps you in like right before the year starts, and then you get to this screen to create your character. I don't know if you guys have watched the thingy, but we are making a brand new character, and we're gonna put this dude into Slytherin. I might change that face a little bit. Let's see. Let's see what I like. The only thing that I wish they would have done a little bit differently, maybe, is maybe update the way that you configure your character and every. Oh, excuse me. With the configuration and everything, I wish they would have done a little bit more for. Oh my god. Like face shapes with like the chins and like your nose and all that kind of stuff to be a little bit more what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit more in depth, I guess. Dude needs a cool hairstyle. A lot to choose from. Let's see what we can go with. It's kind of hard to tell what looks good just from like the things on the side. I can give him like a long hair, like a little Eddie Vedder kind of look. I say hair's not bad. But like these little things on the side over here, it's kind of tough to get a gauge of like how it is going to look on your character before you put it on your character. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm yawning. It's like after 12 o'clock. Ah, there we go. Hair color. I do think the development team did a really good job with all the options and everything. Black hair will be okay. Freckles and moles. I don't think that we need any freckles or moles. Scars and markings. I'm gonna give him a scar, maybe? The scars look pretty cool. I like the scars. They look pretty good. But no scars. Now we're gonna a clean, fresh look. Okay. Let's see, eye color. We want to go with something like a little bit different, maybe. Since we're going to be putting him in Slytherin, maybe green eyes. Ah, that's a good shade of green. That looks good.
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class. A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about. I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you. That was quite something. It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class. I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade. A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about. It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class. A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Okay, and we're gonna name him my name. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that. I mean, you can change your hairstyle later. There's a shop in Hogsmeade that'll let you do it. But this looks pretty good so far. I think I'm pretty pleased with that bit.
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before the town
Oh, Eleazar! George! Glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatre-goers in the West End.
It's been
Hey, I'll
practical.
say.
When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea. As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I've been to the castle.
So I need to figure out if you can keep that outfit that you had at the start of the game, because you know, bow ties are cool, and I just want that little trench coat thingy. The first character that I made is actually like Doctor Who, because why not? So, I mean, I'll point out, like, the game is not, like, the best looking game of all time, but it still looks pretty good. Like, I love the style that they did, And coming from what was the other game that Avalanche did? Did they do? Did they do the Avengers game? Was that Avalanche? Because that game was shit. So broken. I don't understand why in the world they just made that game so terrible.
Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland. Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the ministry.
Have you seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the ministry, I believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
My
Miriam?
wife.
How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly to keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
While this
Nor do
cutscene's
I.
playing, I'm gonna see if this echo in my headphones is from something else.
Merlin's beard! How did you...
Wait! We do.
Okay, it might be nothing. Oh, no, that was good. I think there's a part in the game where you actually have to fight that dragon.
The key!
Sorry, my microphone is doing all kinds of weird stuff. I'm also going to be upgrading this microphone at some point. This is Samsung Q9U, and it's okay, but it could be better.
Are you all right? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Tis
Take
but a
this.
scratch.
It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
I've had worse.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key.
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
I'm feeling better, sir, if you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this portkey. Or why.
Why can't I tag people in this? Hold on. Okay. There we go. Sorry, just sharing the stream with my cousin. She's a huge Harry Potter fan. She wanted to check out the stream. Fidelity. I want this on performance. Sorry. Fidelity looks nice, but performance is just way better. And I mean, the performance mode doesn't look terrible either.
How far did that portkey take us?
Farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
So, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
portkey was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that portkey to George for a reason.
And nobody
And I
expects the
believe
Spanish
that she,
Inquisition.
And now George died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be. Mind your step.
Where do you suppose your wife got the portkey that brought us here?
A good question.
So I don't. I actually don't know if this audio is going to come out okay. I mean, I hope it does.
Ancient magic.
Yes.
Hold on, I want to check something real quick.
That seems to have been lost to time.
Okay, so apparently that echo was just my headphones. Like, I guess it's got like a surround sound or something on, which makes everything sound weird. But I
Hogwarts
just
Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold
Oh,
of the
now it's gone.
ancient magic. I don't know where she came into
Oh,
possession
that
of
fixed
the
it.
portkey,
Cool. Apparently just taking out one of
but
my
I am
earbuds and
certain
putting
was
it back
to do
in
with
solved
that
the issue.
search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
So I actually talked about this in last stream, but nobody could really hear
How
me.
is your wife
But
searching for evidence of lost magic?
the Wave
Miriam
XLR
wanted
has
to
a
understand
decided
why such
advantage over
powerful
the
magic
Go XLR
disappeared from
Mini.
the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could
Both
do.
of them are very good.
But
I just
magic
want
is
to like
no
point that out.
different than
Like
any
they're
power.
both
What really
good
matters
at what they
is
do.
the one who wields
But the
it.
advantage of the XLR, or, Wave XLR,
Is that ice?
is
It's not cold enough
that
here. It
I can
appears
use
to be a
other
sort of
inputs
enchantment.
and outputs
Someone wanted to
that
block
are
this
not
path.
going directly through
Let's see some of that one
the mix
work
amp.
you were practicing.
So what
Focus
I mean by
on
that,
the
so
center.
with the Go XLR Mini, you
Excellent.
everything has to go through that mixer, and it all has to be like hardwired. So you're getting all of your stuff, and you have to like set your settings to like, okay, it's got to listen to this device and then go over here to this one. It's a very complicated setup process, and if you don't do it right, like your sound comes out all garbled. With the Wave XLR, it puts everything into a software that you can actually adjust your levels that way. The advantage of doing it that way, I love that. The animations for the spellcasting is so good.
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected.
That's what she said.
Your
Haha.
work's improving with every cast.
Thank you, sir.
Lost my train of thought. Shit. Okay, so you've got like these little mixers and stuff. And you just add in inputs, and the Wave XLR will take inputs from
Up there.
like everything that you've got, and will put them in the software so that then you can adjust things, have different levels and all that stuff. So I couldn't use my Sony earbuds with my Windows computer while I was using the Go XLR Mini. The Wave XLR allows you to use any headset to monitor outputs and all that kind of stuff. And that's especially good with Mac, because normally with Mac you have to use something like Black Hole, which is a multi-channel output device. But I don't have to use that with the Wave XLR, because all of my inputs and everything are routed through that software instead of routed through the hardware, which in some ways is a little bit better. Yeah, I mean, I just, for me, it works a lot better than the Go XLR Mini. Whenever I had my pure Windows set up, obviously, like the Go XLR Mini was really good. I do enjoy the physical faders, but the problems that I had was that the setup was overly complicated for what it was and is not compatible with Macintosh. And I had wanted to get a MacBook to handle my streams because of the M1 chip. I had seen other people that would stream with Macs, and they were able to do a lot of really good stuff. Like, it processes everything. What is this?
Almost there.
Oh, okay. That was just charity stream for Turkey and Syria. So, like, with my Windows computer, and even with my older internet, and even the newer internet for some bits, was like, there were like too many hiccups with trying to run it on Windows and everything.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That
But
portkey led us here for a
I don't
reason.
know why I keep losing my
Let's
train of
have a
thought. I'm
look
trying to
around for anything that seems out of
think about this
place.
and play at the same time. I can't concentrate today. I don't even remember what I was saying. Something about, oh yeah, so Windows with using all of my setups and everything, it's just a way smoother experience using my Mac to handle the stream at least.
Professor, this statue.
This may have been his home.
Maybe my audio's too loud. Okay, there we go. That's better. But yeah, I mean, I'm not like picking sides or anything. I like to use a lot of different operating systems. I'll use Mac, I'll use Windows, I'll use Linux. I actually love Linux. If I could use something like Pop! OS to handle all of my video games and my streams, I probably wouldn't have Windows or Mac, if we're being honest.
What's this?
Because I just like that
Professor Fig.
software much better. It's just this is one of those things. Like, everybody's got their own personal preferences. No platform is like truly superior than another one. Each one has like its
Why
ups
would
and
someone
downs.
have conjured
Obviously,
that
Windows is
enchanted
much better for
stone
playing
here?
games.
And
For
how's
creative
there a room
things,
behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey.
sorry, my controller's vibrating, and I thought it was making a noise. I thought it was picking up by the mic, but I don't think it is.
Name?
There we go. That's weird. But
God, it's hard.
so for anything creative, you're going to want Macintosh
believe it.
because the software that they've built into it is made for that system. Windows also has the ability to do stuff like that and is much more open than Mac. Um, the
Hello?
advantages that Apple products have is that their software and their hardware are all made by Apple. Um, but at the same time, you lose a little bit of not functionality, but like freedom a little bit. Like with Macintosh, like on their MacBooks and iMacs, you get a little bit of freedom to download and install apps that Apple doesn't necessarily approve of.
Just a moment.
But it's not to the extent that you can do that with Windows. So there are limitations to Macs. And by that same extension, like iPads and iPhones. However, the integration from what I've seen and what I've witnessed and what I've used, the integration with iPad, iPhone, Macintosh, MacBooks, and iMacs, the Apple Watch, all the Apple products seamlessly work together, and they work together very, very well.
Oh, yes, of course.
Now, that's not to say that you can't do the same thing with Android and Windows, but it's not the same, right? There are things that you can do with like Samsung phones and Windows where you can do like the Samsung DeX to plug it into a computer and then just use that environment. And it works really well. But it's not quite the same as Mac. I could do something like Sidecar where I can plug in my MacBook and my iPad and have them side by side and then just extend the displays out. And then I've got a second screen already ready to go. I don't have to get like another monitor and I don't have space for it and all that.
How many volts
Yeah,
are
I mean, like I said, I like to use a lot of different stuff. I don't like to limit myself to just one operating system.
As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
And I don't understand the fanboyism that goes on. Like, people are just like hardcore, like only Windows, and then there's people like only Mac or Apple and only Android. Like, I don't get that, you know. I used to be like that, and you would think that I would like have a little bit of reference to understand why people think that way. I don't even know why I thought that way in the past, right? Because it just doesn't make sense. If there's a good product, I want to use it, and I want to experience everything so that I can make a decision based on, you know, evidence and things like that. Because I'm a huge science enthusiast, so I try to model my life off of that mindset of testing and doing all that stuff instead of just, oh, like I'm never going to use this product because of this particular thing, and I'm just on principle I can't use it. You know, I can't think that way.
Vault 12. Momentous day.
I mean, there are things that I don't like about all the platforms, but I mean, I'm not going to say like I hate them or anything like that. I don't know if I changed something on my watch, and I don't remember what the hell that was. Now I can't get the audio to stop. Like, I don't know what it did.
The armband that guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw in the portkey container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that?
Yeah.
We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
I just think it's interesting to talk about like all the different platforms and
Rare anyone goes there anymore.
you know, figure out what works well, what doesn't work, and things like that. But I don't like speaking on like, oh, I don't like this platform if I've never used it, right? I've had Android phones all the way up until I got my first iPhone, which was the 13 Pro Max. And it's really because it came in this green, and I was like, God, I really like that color. Reminds me of the Aston Martin Racing Green that they've used.
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years.
Yeah, I mean there are green Android phones like Samsung, and then Sony had their Xperia that came out. I think it was the One Mark III that came out, but it was only available in Chinese markets, and I can't really import that phone because a lot of the bands won't work over here in the States. But Yeah, I mean, I wanted a green phone for a little while because I'd seen, I was like, God, it looks really nice. When's that coming out over here? And then Apple releases a green phone. I'm like, son of a bitch, Apple. But I got it, and I gotta say, I don't hate the phone. The integration with the watch is awesome. And of course, the Apple Watch, as far as smartwatches go, is probably the best.
What do you suppose
That's
I
not
should
to
be
say
looking
that the
for?
Samsung watches aren't good, which they are. I miss the rotating bezel. And I don't understand why Samsung took that away. That was kind of weird.
Wait.
I don't know why I'm talking about, like,
Professor?
Mac and Android and Apple and Windows and stuff while I'm playing this game. I should be talking about this shit.
There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps.
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm.
So based on what I've
No time
played
like
so
the present.
far,
Let's
we
see
can,
what
like,
we're missing, shall
talk
we?
about the game a little bit.
Ready your wand and focus.
I just gotta make sure that my brain stays focused and on track. Yep. I couldn't figure that out to start with. Like, I didn't really
Revelio.
understand what I was supposed to do.
There. I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try
But,
again.
what was I saying? Oh yeah, so like based on what I've played, I've gone for
There's that
like a
symbol
couple of
again.
hours
I
with
don't
this
suppose you see
game,
a way
and
to-
I'm not really
I
that
do,
far into the
Professor.
story.
That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the portkey container.
God, I just can't
If
get
what
into
you
a
can
comfortable
see
position
reveals
here
the
to
way
like,
forward,
I'm like
then I
off
dare
center
say
from my
we are
screen.
about
So
to
like my
discover the
TV sits like
secret of
right
this
over
vault.
here,
Lead the way.
and my microphone only like extends so far because it's attached to the back of the desk. So it's not exactly ideal. But I'll be getting a new monitor at some point in the near future.
Lumos.
Hopefully. And it's
This
going to be
is
like a
no
4K
ordinary
monitor.
vault.
I'm probably not
I
going to play in
suspect we'll need
4K
to
with my
earn our way
computer.
out of here.
I found that playing in
Do
1440p is a
you
little bit
think
better.
This is some sort of test.
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no
How come my
disapparating if
shadow
things
doesn't
go
connect
poorly.
to my feet?
Not out of Gringotts.
That's weird. Like for the most part, his shadow's connected to his feet, but I just noticed that mine are not. But if it's like that, it looks like it kind of. Oh no, it doesn't look like that from the front. Oh, that's really weird. That's a weird little issue, but not too serious, I guess.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
But yeah, so this game, from what I have, from what I've played so far, is it seems like it's pretty long. My other playthrough was several hours in, and I don't think I'm even
When I
like a
moved
quarter of
towards
the way
glow,
through.
it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling
If I had to
about.
guess, I don't
Are you all
I don't
right?
remember seeing.
Yes, sir. I'm fine.
You seem to have caused
I don't
the
think I
floor
saw
to
anything
change.
about like the length of the
That
game.
statue.
But I would
What
guess it's
statue?
somewhere around 30 to 40 hours
I see
total.
some sort of statue.
Like if you
only
wanted
as
to
a
do
reflection
everything in the
floor.
game, it's probably closer to
Revelio.
about 50.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Is it Lumos or Lumos?
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection's turning towards me. It does follow the light.
Don't follow the lights. Sorry, Lord of the Rings reference, different franchise. Better franchise.
Look out!
Protego!
I mean, as a franchise, like Harry Potter is pretty decent, but it's no Lord of the Rings. Like the world that Tolkien made was just outstanding. This is probably one of the best parts of the game is the combat. They did such a good job of making the combat interesting. I wonder how the hard mode is. I wonder if they give you the same amount of time for blocking attacks in hard mode that they do with like this one. Like a normal mode, like it gives you like a little bit of a time frame to like,
Professor
okay, now
Fig.
hit Protego and then.
Professor, where are you? This isn't good. Where am I supposed to go? What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere. Ah, that's where they're leading me. That glow again. Lumos. Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time. Lumos. It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here.
The combat is very satisfying, especially when you start to get like these insane combos. Shit is so awesome. But of course you got to be careful even in normal mode. Get that block just perfect. It feels so good to do that. But of course if you do it too soon or too late, then you'll screw it up and then you'll get hit.
Lumos.
And you're fucked.
Revelio.
Anything else in here? No.
Lumos.
Couldn't remember if there's anything else.
Revelio.
That was only 2 chests. Okay, cool.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder...
I do hope the audio levels are okay on this. It's about 12:50 now. Here in a little bit, I do want to go eat some lunch. Probably about maybe 1:30. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see how I feel.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why.
We will all look rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation
He looks really like
precedes
off
me.
balance. Like I think his arms are a bit
beginning to
too
think
long.
No one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
What is a bygone?
Sir, they had the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have them.
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
Maybe it's because his legs are too short. Maybe he's like extend his legs a little bit, or maybe make his arms shorter, or both. But it's just, I don't know why they just look off a little bit. I gotta keep adjusting this mic because it keeps falling down on me.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It's seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to. Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem
Enough.
has...
Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I am so
I'll be
glad
in
that
touch.
Simon Pegg is part of the voice cast. Definitely one of my favorite actors. And when he said evening, the only thing I could think of was Hot Fuzz, when he's trying to bust the main bad, or one of the main villains.
Professor Weasley!
Spoilers if you
One
haven't
more
seen
to
it.
be sorted.
It's a great movie, but
Welcome.
is
You're
it
just
a
in time.
injury you
Have a
had
seat.
sustained on a piece of broken glass this very evening? That's the only thing that I could think of when he said this evening. I don't know. You'd have to see the movie to know what I'm talking about. Now, the hat did this to me last time. It wants to put me in Ravenclaw because I linked my accounts up.
Aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions, certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to meeting my professors and learning all I can at Hogwarts.
Indeed. Hogwarts has much to offer a dedicated student. And what you learn in class will prepare you for challenges outside the classroom as well. You're clever indeed. You have the ability to reflect clearly on that which puzzles others. And you've a ready mind, quick to learn. Perhaps you belong in Ravenclaw.
Normally, sir, yes.
I
But we want
detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power.
this particular character, Slytherin.
You belong
Normally,
in
Ravenclaw, but,
Slytherin.
you know.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether. But don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor
So
to
I
show
am
you to your
disappointed that there's
common
no Quidditch in this,
room. Right this way.
but I do appreciate them putting that into the story. Hold on, I want to adjust my camera a little bit. I just noticed like I'm
It's
like
quite
way
uncommon
off to
for
the
a
side.
student to begin as a fifth year. It may be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I can be quite resourceful.
I suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room.
There we
In
go.
order to
Is
enter,
that,
one must simply speak
I think
the
that's
correct
better.
password. Aspiration.
Very well. Aspiration.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Really, asleep in your robes and everything? That's weird, man.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Okay. Okay, there we go. And we are back. All right, so sorry about the break. Is that? Oh my God, that's. There we go. That's at least a little bit better. This as long as it's not like blocking up this corner. I think it's over on this side. Yeah, that corner there. Okay. Let's get back into this. I want to brighten this up just a little bit. So you can like see me better. Is that good? Does that look, hold on. Yeah, that looks okay. I think that looks alright. Okay, cool. We'll go back here. Okay, there we go. Right. Share.
Revelio.
Yeah, there's nothing in here. All these common rooms look so much different than the other ones. It's like, you know, styles and everything that they did. I don't understand what this little walkway thing is for. That's just kind of weird. Okay. What is... Oh, that's a 6th year. 6th year dorm. Oh, was is in this chest? Oh, it's locked. A chest is locked. That's the other thing that I still haven't received yet. I don't have Alohomora. Okay. Yeah, like the designs of all the common rooms are so much different than each other, and I love that. What's this?
Revelio.
Is this trash in the floor for some reason? Why can't I pick that up? Okay. Common
I
room.
suppose some
Hooray.
introductions are in order.
Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year. Wonder where they're from. They're looking in and end up in dragon. Not up from Did you see the way they walked stiff at the end of the sorting ceremony last night? Can't imagine stuff.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Oh, there's a person.
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Checkmate.
Damn, dude. You suck.
Told you.
Get good, scrub.
You should have listened to me.
Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Yeah, I'm sure.
We handled it. And I think you're underestimating the nature of a dragon. A broom would have been kindling.
Ha, not the way I fly. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kogawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
She's kind of full of herself.
I think I heard one.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a
Your
memorable
name is
arrival.
Ominous?
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Just want to make sure I'm like in the frame of my camera.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Ominous. What the hell kind of name was that? I'm ominous. That's not a name, that's let's see, where the hell is this other guy at? Where the hell are you at, Seb? Is he up here? Yo, Seb. Where'd you go, man? Oh. I want to stay in the common room. So he's down here. The hell is this guy at? Everybody else is over here. Where is Sebastian?
won't be going up there.
Okay. Are you this way? Maybe? Okay. Hold on. Where's my fucking mini map? Ah. Apparently I don't have a mini map yet. Where the hell is this guy at? The piano's fucking killing it. Okay. Where the hell is this dude at? Anybody seen Sebastian? Oh, there you are. What the fuck are you doing over here, man? How did I walk right past that dude like
Can
3
I help
times?
you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press.
Oh
You
shit, do
just
we
get
have the
yourself
same
settled.
hairstyle?
We
What the
can
fuck?
talk more later.
We must have been to the same barber.
It was nice meeting you, Sebastian. I'll let you get back to your book.
Nice meeting you too. Good luck today.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Oh, I need to go this way.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Hold on, what the heck is this? Oh.
I
house
certainly
chest?
would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
That's cool.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up!
Revelio.
Why don't you cast Revelio on that stair? What details? Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall. And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Alrighty, now Well,
It's good to see you,
after
Professor.
this, and then I can
And
start
you.
exploring and do
I
shit.
was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look. The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the
forget how
magic
long
you're
this
able to master within these
cutscenes
walls.
are. There we go. Okay, now. Glasses and gear. Let's see. That guy plus. I think it's that guy, and then. I've done this one before, and oh, what the hell was this one? Maybe that one? Is that it? Oh, okay. Oh, I think I know. I think I know. That one maybe. Ah, there we go. Haha. Aristocratic ensemble. Oh, that looks pretty cool. Let's take off the cloak and see. Ah, that looks pretty cool. Cool. We're just gonna wear this around. That's pretty cool. Okay, then go on. Ah, there you go. Go through the door.
Revelio. Lumos.
I gotta say, playing without the mini-map makes it seem way more immersive. You really gotta pay attention to where you're going.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it.
I like her wand.
Knowledge.
It's pretty cool looking.
To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Okay.
Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, Levioso. Now, well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso, this can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
If only all of my
Protego, stupid Protego.
I do trust a lively duel. Try to anticipate your opponent's next move.
Stupid.
Use the basic cast when your opponent's guard is down.
Got him.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I don't think I got anything on that one, dude. You didn't give.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So,
What the hell
I'd
kind of
advise you to
expression
keep
is that?
practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you.
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Revelio.
I thought there was something up here. Ah, there it is. Damn it. We're gonna be like close enough.
Revelio. Lumos.
Oh, watch the time.
Revelio.
You set off something foul. Let's be careful.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Lumos.
I keep things clean as a whistle, but it's... Oh, what's that foul stench? Oh, what is that poultry doing?
Revelio.
No, thought that was one. Okay, I guess not. Locked. What you mean locked?
Oh dear, do you mind the tiles?
Oh, you want me to go back upstairs?
Revelio. Revelio.
Bit of snot on your nose.
I'm glad they included this little thing. We don't have to keep checking the map every time.
Revelio.
Levioso. To finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back.
They not be allowed to attend.
Couldn't agree more.
Not to mention, you exposed us to their
Oh, hold on. Gotta pet the cat first. Hello, kitty. That's like one of the best things they added to this game.
Revelio.
The Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves, you'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't get Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Damn it. Gotcha.
Revelio.
Orange Eye of a Newt goggles. There we go. Okay. Ah, we go to Charms class and do the thing with the spells and everything.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone?
One changes color and the other one changes size. Right?
I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another.
There we go. That seems a little bit better.
Do you
Sorry, I
even
just
remember
realized
how
like
to perform
there's like a
basic
big
summoning charm?
space above my head.
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simple. Cast Accio on one of... That's it! Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marble... Splendid! Stay focused. Very good.
There we go. Went a little bit too hard with that second one.
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Let us see this. There we go.
Accio.
That's it!
Watch this. That is how it's done.
Once you gauge how fast the balls roll and where you need to let go, it becomes very easy.
Accio.
Splendid!
Avant-game.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this.
Accio.
I think that's how it's done.
Well done. Here we go. Phew.
So I just need 20 to win it.
That's it!
And that's a win.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Super easy.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Wagadu.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use
A word, if you would.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor
That's right.
competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Hello there. You're the new
Hello.
student, aren't you?
You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Thank you, but it really wasn't all that challenging.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be a bit overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I find Professor Ronan's lessons a bit more challenging than you do.
Revelio. Lumos.
Leviosa.
Accio.
What are you up to now?
Simply because you had one victory over Sallow. He never backs down from a fight.
Revelio.
Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, that was right. That was locked. Don't remember. Let's see what's next. Ah, yes. Oh, yeah, let's do the crossed wands thing. I like the little dueling club. Go on, go through the door.
Revelio.
Really? I thought that was one. Okay, never mind then. This is one.
Oh, not again! Here I've come from the toilet bowl. Said I could swim, did you praxia mole? As long as 'twere only 1 time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the leak. He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed.
Revelio.
Containment jar. So I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm. It was granted my privileges, handsome indeed.
Oh, is this one? Yeah, sometimes you just gotta soak it all in. Yeah, apparently you can go anywhere back over in there. I've only been some of the
Glad you can make
places.
it. Lucan's just over there.
Levioso.
But I think in one of my other games I'm going to try to explore like the boundary.
Can I help
Because
you?
I'm sure that there's like some part
Sebastian
where
told
like
me
you
to see
can't
you
go.
about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I seem to have a knack for dueling.
Then you've come to the right place.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you can duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Oh, scary.
Potato! Stupid one! Come on! Accio! Levioso! Stupid one!
Act like a winner.
Fringo!
Give them what for.
Levioso! Accio! Levioso! Is that all you've got? Accio! You're better than that!
Got him.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall.
Now, it takes time to organize these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
I don't remember this being closed last time.
Revelio.
Huh. Can I not go in there?
Lumos. Levioso. Lumos. Accio. Levioso. Lumos. Levioso. Revelio. Levioso.
Interesting. Why can't I get in there? I'm getting here at least. Gold rimmed circular spectacles. Let's see what these look like. Not bad. This is weird.